All right, cool. This I don't know how long I'll be here. I figured I would try to do a few of these. I have some Haskell code I'm trying to clean up. It's been a while since I did any Haskell, so I don't suspect that I'll get very far. And I have to knock off in about an hour or so. So I extra don't think I'll get so far. But I think let's see. The main thing I want to do is rewrite some stuff. Let me check this. I think what I wanted to do is have some more reasonable error handling, but I guess that's not so important. Is it? I want to take this thing and return and make a better version of it. So let's start by copying it. And this is just grabbing, or rather, writing a proto to the database. The job description for the job queue. But I think instead of, first of all, instead of returning IO of nothing, I want to return IO of status or int 32 maybe, some integer. Which integer I don't remember. Maybe we can take a look at the statements. Insert job int 32, I think is what I want. And I'm going to run the session, I guess. I forget what Haskell calls everything, but I run the session with the connection. I'm going to get some result. And instead of doing this error handling and like exiting failure, what I want to do is just return it if it's a write of something, a write of ID, like that, I guess. And if it's a left of error, we'll say what the error is. And I think it's technically going to be an internal error, right? Because it's my database that messed up. Let's see what I did with the stati. I guess I'll just do like internal status. I don't know what error is. It might be a string. It might be a text sort of thing. I guess that's the job of the compiler. We can just see if it builds in type checks. This actually might take a little bit. I haven't run this on this machine for a while. So while that's working in the background, the thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this case analysis and make it just kind of do like a map. Fail if there's an error. Otherwise, return the thing that's returned, which I think maybe I can do with a map left. I think maybe I use that somewhere else. I need a better like find grep for ignoring case. I think my webcam is frozen, so we'll just get rid of it. Okay, so we do have this map. We do have this map left. And how does it work? We're gonna map this like to invalid argument. Are you using map because... Yeah, I think so. Let's look it up in whatever you call it. Google? So map left, if given a function that goes from A to C, we're going to take a thing that has an either A or B and return an either C, B. So in this case, the thing that goes from A to C is the error converter. And this has, I guess, no other option but to return whatever is the B. In the case that right is populated, it'll return it. It can't really do anything else because there's no... I haven't passed it a function that consumes any Bs. So I think that's what I want. So let's, I guess, go ahead and we'll call this prime is like the safe version, and then the unprimed version will be the kind of more experimental version with map left. And then I forget what the lambda like thing is for Haskell, but I'll look that up. So something like this. Is it just the variable name goes after the slash? Yeah, I think so. We'll try that. And this has got to be continuing to compile in the back end. So we'll comment this out just in case we need to debug some other part of the build. And then this will return the error. So returning the error is good. And let's see if we can get some other work done. Like in the main server, I want to actually use this thing. In fact, I'd like to swap this. Can I do... What are my other options here? How about buff move? I don't think I have buff move started here. Installed here. All right, so let's clean up this. I don't know why balance windows isn't working. Let's get rid of tree max. What did I just do here? I think I pressed some magic key combination that either killed Emacs or caused it to crash. And also my other windows went crazy. Huh. I think maybe it's some gnome thing I did. Okay, so in add article handler, we're gonna get some job. What? We're gonna get some URL to add to our thingy, and we want to add it to the database. We'll open the SQL here, and then down on the bottom we'll have compile. And let's open up Gmax. Okay, and we have some internal thing. And I think maybe just because I didn't import internal. Is that right? I don't know how binding, like, I may have to put this in parentheses or put a $sign in front of it. Yeah, okay, so this seems to be the right signature. And so what am I doing wrong? Oh, here, it's a left, right? Or do I need to... Okay. So now I have to figure out how to convert this query error to a text. And let me just verify to see if this, my window is actually blocked by my microphone. Let's see if I can improve this. Not really. Okay. So I think that here the left is applied to two arguments. I think this is just this is the parenthesization issue, and then the other issue is that there's an error conversion that I need to perform correctly. So error has type Haskell session query error. I don't know what that type really is. So query error is a thing that is, it has a byte string, a text, and a command error. The command error is error details. And I can show, oh, that's a session error. No? Yeah? I think I can show it. Which I believe will give me a string. I feel a little bit like I feel a little bit like Haskell has a lot of parenthesization that I wasn't expecting. Okay, but we do need to convert this error. I don't know why it doesn't like show. Okay, so I need to turn the string into a text. And I don't remember how to do that, but Hugel, I think, should tell me. Pack. I don't know, like, I know there's the $sign thing that can eliminate parentheses. I feel like too many $signs is maybe even more confusing than too many parentheses, but I'm not familiar enough with Haskell to know. So pack gives us a text internal .text, and we want a text byte string .text. And I think it gives us an internal because, wait, no. I guess it gives us a byte string because of this pack. Maybe I need text.pack. Okay, so it likes data.text.pack. All of that's good. So let's take this thing. And now we need to know, we know what this function is. It has a data.text.pack and a show. And let's see if this all compiles. Map left, I guess, is not imported. Where did it come from? Is it bifunctor? Either extra. Let's check, I guess, Hugel again. Data either extra. And I need to make sure that it's in the build file. It seems to like that better, although it's now being really slow to download things. Okay, and it's looking for, so I think the second one's the one I gave it. It's trying to find an IO status or of in32, and I gave it a either of this thing. And I think that's because do I need a return statement? So if I add a return, I get back an IO of either query error or in32. And I thought that I was converting the query error here. In the second argument of map left. Hmm. So it says that the okay. Oh yeah. Let's try getting rid of the do notation. Will that help me? No, because I need to like map it through the IO. I need to map it through the IO monad. Somehow, right? And how do I do that? So the map left just gives me the juggling of the ethers. The do with return will IO monadify stuff. And it's so part of the problem is here I'm using this left arrow thing, whatever it's called, to kind of pretend that I don't have to worry about the IO monad. So what am I supposed to do here? I could try to get rid of the do notation at all. I don't think that will help me. It will make things more complicated. But I could have like a where clause. So this should be this should be the same. This hopefully shouldn't introduce new problems. And then this should not work at all, I think. So it's expect to type IO status or in 32 with either this thing. And if I do return, I should be back in the same place. In the second argument of map left, and this error should be not in the second argument to map left, but in the overall function. Okay. I'll try asking the AIs. So in this function, I'd like this, I guess, Haskell function. You should know that it's Haskell. I'd like to use map left to convert an error. How do I properly handle the IO monad, given that the SQL function, which is called what? SQL session run. Oh, fmap. Okay, so I could just fmap the map left, or I can use the infix. How obnoxious is the infix? Which I think I might have to import. Nope, I don't. Okay, so that's kind of mildly obnoxious, but maybe I should just live with it. Isn't that part of being a Haskell developer? Hey, W Gaffa. It's going. How's it going with you? Okay, so that compiles, which is good. I consider it good. I don't know if I'm supposed, how am I supposed to change my tests? Right now, all of the tests have kind of like the same format. But I guess I can re-implement. Yeah. Why is that? It's kind of all weird, the proto stuff. I mean, it's different from how Haskell people do things, but I figure it's worth a try. Okay, so I think that maybe what I'll do is I'll take this thing. First of all, let's have it use the real write proto 2DB. And so let's take this thing and move it here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. I think that I I guess like my thinking is that uh, I, I think the easier way to do it would be to use JSON, which has many merits. But my thinking is that because protocol buffers have like nice types, and the way that you generate the code from the types is deterministic, then it's a little bit nicer to use something like that with Haskell. So if I can get it working, I think it'll be an overall superior experience. But that's a big if. And obviously I don't know what I'm doing. This one, right? So let's see if that compiles. I've been programming in Python a lot lately. And I'm just really finding that I don't like the lack of the type structure. You get a little bit of Python types with type annotations, but there's still a lot of stuff that only fails at runtime. And especially if you're doing like data analysis, you can sometimes run something for, let's say, 30 or 40 seconds before it fails with some like pandas or NumPy thing that is, you've made a typo in the column or whatever. And 30 or 40 seconds is not a big deal, but it's just a much longer feedback loop than if it told you more right away. And this is because I guess I need to import connection. Huh. I guess I imported it as, so maybe I can just use connection like that. And I referred to it a couple more times, so I should have done a find and replace, but we'll see if that works. So this, I changed the wrong thing. This I have to import, I guess, from SQL. What? I have some capitalization issue. Okay, now some more import stuff. It would be nice if there should be tooling that lets me, when I type something that it knows is a type in this repo, that it will automatically import it, or at least try to automatically import it. That sort of tooling I think should exist. I don't have it set up now, but I can certainly copy and paste. I think I just need show message. I need exit failure. What else do I need? Show message here, put string line, I think should just be part of base. And then everything else I think is fine. And environment, maybe part of base. And I probably have to import protolens. Oh, I seen that seemed to be fine. Okay, so now things compile. I think everything in this folder will compile now. At least I hope so. It's building all the JavaScript. I guess that's what I told it to do. But let's not have it do that. Well, no, that's fine. Okay, so let's go back to the server now. And we have this write job proto2db on the connection, and we should now get back an ID, which I think we use this thing, the left arrow. And we can do a case analysis on it, which I think is like this, left of, let's call it result. Case left of ID, what, something like a colon. I don't know. Let's look in the other file. No, an arrow. And then I think this is not happy with this. Oh, no, first of all, this is not right. So let's put this all on one line and see if Emacs knows how to format in Haskell. No. And then if we get any error at all, we'll just, ideally we would return the error, but I think that this gRPC Haskell library requires me to populate an entire message. So I'll just copy where I think that I did it correctly, at least in terms of types. And the response type is different. The metadata is still empty. It is a status internal. And I don't know why I called this unstatus details. But otherwise, this seems pretty good. I don't have universal C tags. I'm wondering if it's a thing from gRPC Haskell. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure about where that naming convention came from, but they certainly know Haskell much more than I do. Okay, so this has to be formatted. I have no idea how to do that. Will this load file tidy Haskell format? Maybe or Molu? And it's looking for it's looking for or Molu binary. So I guess I can't use that unless I install some external program. Maybe I can install it. I think that wherever my chat window was, I think maybe I missed a message or two. I don't know where it went. But I can retrieve it. Left is usually error and right is great. Yep, that's right. That's right. Are you a Haskell dev, WGAFA? Okay, so let me install this. So I just realized my mic was muted. I was explaining some stuff, but I guess I guess that's all lost to time. Although I think it's recorded on another track, so maybe if I post any of this, I can add it back. Okay, this seems to be, first of all, I'm returning the wrong kind of response. Add article response, add article response. And this can't be right. Yeah, first of all, I think it's not optional, or rather not a maybe. And it had the wrong, there's a copy paste error. But maybe at article fetch job. Where does article fetch job come in? Oh, you know what? I think that I don't just return the ID. I think I return the. Maybe this was right. Oh, you know, this needs, this has a, gRPC Haskell, I think, does the wrong thing and makes you return a populated proto instead of having like an either kind of semantics. So I have to do what? I have to, I don't think I can do a -1. I just have to know that I have to know not to look at the fetch job if the status is not okay. And then this thing is, there's some word conversion from a word32 to an int32. The word32 comes from, sorry, the int32 comes from, I think, Postgres. And then the word is, I think, how is from the way that maybe gRPC Haskell interprets protos, perhaps. Or maybe it's from protolens. I don't know. I feel like I've dealt with this error before. What about in the conversion stuff? Yeah, the it looks like the Proto 3 suite also uses word32. I guess I can do this. Signed int32 to word. Is it a lowercase t? It's an uppercase t. I will say all of these different conventions for what a string is and what a an integer is are kind of a little bit obnoxious. I guess if you have a single repo and have control over your libraries, then you can just standardize for the most part. And I guess I could have write proto2db, take the hit, and just return the right thing. That's probably worth doing. Now I need to change the test. Do I? No, I don't. Good news. Why doesn't it like this one? Word 32. Oh, because it's qualified? What if I unqualify it? So I would have to like map it underneath again. So maybe the right thing to do is to just have the database function do it. Oh, I don't know. Let's go back to the SQL one. All right, whatever. I'll do it in the handler. Am I missing a thing? What about here? Parenthesis. Okay, it seems to like that. So let's try sending this all up to, and then see if it works. First of all, so add article, make add article handler return the job ID, and I'll push it. And I'll take off there.